There was a time in my life when it was really difficult for me to talk to random people. And when I did, the conversation would turn awkward pretty quickly because I was overwhelmed with shyness and anxiety. Now I can start a conversation with anyone, anywhere, at any time and hold that conversation for as long as I want to. Part of this comes with age and maturity, but I used 5 very specific methods to get me here. Back when I was working in sales, these 5 methods that I'm gonna share with you are what helped me become the top salesperson in my company. I promise you that if you implement these things into your life, practice them daily with intention, that you will be able to overcome your shyness. I know for a fact that this will work for you because it worked for me. One of the biggest reasons that people feel shy, and I know this to be true for myself, is that I had a false perception of what people would think about me. I used to think that I'd be judged for whatever reason. Maybe it was the way that I spoke, or the first thing that I said, or whether I would be judged on my looks. Maybe people would think I'm ugly. I thought people would want me to fail and embarrass myself in my attempt to speak to them. But the reality is quite different. People actually like being talked to. They like receiving a compliment. They like being smiled at by a stranger. They like being told that the dress they're wearing is nice. So the real secret to overcoming your shyness is to change how you think other people are perceiving you. Any preconceived notions or thoughts about what someone else might think of you if you were to speak to them is going to freeze you in shyness. Now I know it's easy for me to tell you that all you have to do is get rid of your preconceived notions and thoughts about what other people think of you, but it's obviously not going to be that simple for you. These 5 things that I'm going to tell you are going to help you do exactly that. Now the first method that I'm going to share with you is called hang by your teeth. This method is to give the illusion of having self-confidence. Now I want you to imagine that there's a mouth guard hanging from the ceiling above you. Put that mouth guard in your mouth and have someone pull up the rope that's attached to the mouth guard. By doing this, this is extending your chest, lifting your chin up ever so slightly, just above parallel to the ground. You want to be either parallel or slightly above. And this posture of you opening up your chest and lifting up your chin gives the illusion of someone who has a lot of self-confidence. This is something that you should practice every time you go out, when you're around your friends. If you find yourself slouching, fix your posture by imagining that you're hanging by your teeth. The more you do this, the more natural it starts to become, and people will notice the difference in your self-confidence. Now, method number 2 is called peacocking. This method is called peacocking because you're gonna do something different with your appearance that's gonna help people notice you. Peacocking for me is wearing my necklace right here and wearing my gold bracelet. I wear these because I like it, but it also gives someone an opportunity to talk to me if they want to by coming up to me and saying, "Hey, I like your necklace," or "Hey, that's a really nice bracelet. Where did you get it?" Things like necklaces, rings, and bracelets are all very good peacocking items, but you can use anything that works with your style. That brings me to method number 3, which I like to call elephant in the room. What it means to use the elephant in the room method is to talk about something that you see in the room around you. This is by far the easiest way to talk to someone. You could be standing in a line at Starbucks and strike up a conversation with the person in front of you just by making a comment about something that's happening within that space. Now, this isn't the best example, but you could easily ask someone how long they have been waiting. That's a very easy way to get a conversation started. Alright guys, before we get to methods number 4 and 5, I just want to ask, if you're enjoying this video and you're finding some of the things I'm telling you to be helpful, then if you could please smash that like button or comment down below what are some of the struggles that you're having, and hopefully I can help you out by giving you a response on what I think would be the best thing for you to do. It would also mean a lot to me if you could subscribe to this channel. It would really help me grow. I'm trying to reach my goal of 5,000 subscribers, and it would just really mean a whole lot. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the video. Now, method number 4 is to rely on your buddies. Now, hopefully you have a few good friends who always get excited to see you. Now, how this method works is for you to show up late to something on purpose. Now, imagine there's a house party going on and it started at 9 p.m. Now, when you show up at 10 or 10:30 or 11 and everyone else is already there having a good time, when you walk in, hanging by your teeth, walking into the house party, if your friends get excited to see you, that itself speaks volumes about who you are as a person and how much they care about you. Other people are gonna see how your friends react when you show up. So if you show up to a party and no one's excited to see you, you will just blend into the background and no one's ever gonna know that you're something special. But if you walk in and everyone is so excited to see you and they're high-fiving you and hugging you and just so excited to see you, the people who don't know you yet are going to want to know you before you leave that party. All right, so we've made it through 4 methods and we're gonna go through the 5th one right now. Now this next one is really important because you're gonna have to look in the mirror and be completely honest with yourself. You need to make yourself approachable. What that means is you need to pay attention to your body language and see what sort of signal that is giving off. Imagine someone with rounded shoulders and they're sort of looking down. That kind of body language speaks to someone and tells them that you don't currently want to be disturbed or spoken to. It seems like you want to keep to yourself. But again, if you're hanging by your teeth, you're looking around, you're smiling, you're feeling a sense of ease, that sort of energy gets out there and people know that this person is approachable, and if I go and talk to him, I'm not gonna get some snarky response, or I'm not gonna be disturbing someone or intruding in their space. Smiling is a huge thing. I would strongly recommend just start smiling at random people and see how they react. I would say that majority of people are gonna react back with a smile. It's just impossible not to smile back at someone when they're smiling at you. Another reaction that might happen is you might turn away because you feel shy, but I wanna challenge you to continue to look at that person who's smiling at you and smile back. I know it's gonna be uncomfortable, but just sit there with it for a few seconds, take in their smile, you smile back, and then you can slowly look away and carry on with your day. Smiling is super contagious, and you could make someone's day just by smiling at them. Those are the 5 specific methods that I have to share with you, and I hope you guys take this seriously and get out there and start practicing it, because it's gonna make a huge difference in your life. I promise you, go out there, try it, get yourself less shy so you can start having more conversations with people, so you don't hold back anymore and you go out there and talk to whoever you want to and start conversations with people that you feel have the right energy for you. Make sure you practice this until you mastered it, and I promise you, you're gonna look back at that person from 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago and think and appreciate how far you truly have come. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in my next video.